And so we move on to some cool information because we'll move on to the Table of the Nations. But this is a picture of two black people in Britain, and they have a little baby girl is their biological baby, and she is white. Not an albino. She is purely a white Caucasian baby biologically born to two black people. Now, is that not out of this world or what? And it just goes to show that there's no such thing as race. There's no such thing as black, white, red, yellow. We are all one race because we are all descended from Noah's sons. And so, I'm probably descended from Japheth because I'm pure white European wasp. And then I have one girl who's probably descended from Ham because she's black. And probably the African people were descended from him through his son Cush. And then if there was a Jewish person around here or somebody from the Middle East, he's probably descended from Shem. And so, but yeah. But we got all these names, like Japheth, that concerns me because I'm white. And he has Gomer, which is probably, like Celtic is probably somehow weirdly derived from Gomer, which is a terrible name, but yeah. And Magog, I can't really figure out which, but Madai is probably the Medes and the Persians. Javan, also translated into Ionian, is the Jews still call Greece Ionia. So he's from the Greeks. Tubal, I can't remember who he goes to. Meshech is also another name for Moscow. So those are the Russians. And Tyros would just be Spain because there's Thrace and then there's Tarshish. No, Tarshish is from the sons of Javan. So the Greek guy. But Gomer is all the French, the Gauls. The Gauls are also somehow derived from Gomer. The Welsh, they're also called Cymru or something. So any Celtic white Europeans from Gomer. The sons of Gomer are Ashkenaz. Those are the people who are German. Rithah and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, of course, are Elisha, Tarshish, that's Spain, and Kittim and the Rodanim are also Greece, because we get the island of the Rhodes. And of course, probably the Native American Indians are from them too, and any Asians. And then Ham, you get Cush, those are the Africans. Mizraim, that's the Egyptians. Put, those are the Libyans. And Canaan, those are the people who lived in Canaan. Those are the cursed nation that got misplaced. The Palestinians are Canaanites. And so somehow they're still around. And then the sons of Cush, and then Rama. And then there's this guy named Nimrod, who I'm not quite sure, probably lost in translation, but I'm not sure if he was that bad of a guy or not. I don't know. But he built all the Babylonian Empire and the Assyrian Empire, which were some of the most gruesome empires in all of history. And they think he's the one that started the project with the Tower of Babel. And so, but he says he's a mighty hunter before the Lord, but that can also mean he was a mighty hunter against the Lord. And so he's probably a bad dude. The Semites, we also got Arphaxad and Lud and Aram, Aramaeans, like the Syrians, the Jordanians, even like some of the Middle Eastern people like Iraqs and Iranians. They can pretty much be considered descended from Shem. The Muslims, because they're from Abraham's son Ishmael, and of course the Jewish people who are from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are descended from Shem, and also take their name from Eber. The Hebrews came from Eber, whose father was Arphaxad, whose father was Shem, whose father was Noah. And so everybody in this world is related, and there's no such thing as race. There's only cultures. And so we should just try to get rid of racism by just getting rid of race, because we're all people. We should try to ignore our cultural differences so they just unite, you know. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.